like a fork type device.
Everything has to be recorded.
That you scrape off the wax cappings, and then heavier than you thought, and then you put it through a centrifugal spinner that just basically spins the honey out. There we go. Did you want to hold it?
Oh, okay. Yep.
We're not allowed to put the supers on the floor because you can get botulism from the ground into the honey, which obviously isn't good for anyone. So we never put the supers on the floor. Nasty disease of some sort. Now, I wouldn't need to check the crown board really because there should be no queen here, but we just use that to because they're quite full across here, what I'm looking for now is how much space they have in the rest. It might be that this box here has lots of space in it because that's probably where I added the last new super. This box probably is pretty heavy, so if you want to give you a hand, yes, I would love to that, but we try here not to lift things on our own because it for your backs and all that, but you can hear it cracking. Right, so we'll put it on here, Mary. Okay. It is pretty heavy.
Lots of honey.
So here you go. This is a really nice frame of honey. And you can see it's got the wax cappings all over it, nice and white. This is honey that's ready to harvest because it's capped over with wax. If anyone's brave enough and wants to feel the weight of this, I'll happily pass it around. I'll shake the bees off if you want me to, or if you want to hold it with the bees on, doesn't really matter. So if you put your hands out for me. Yeah. Really heavy, really heavy. Anyone else?
How much honey is in that?
Good couple of jars, maybe. So you'll use like a fork type device.
Everything has to be recorded.
That you scrape off the wax cappings, and then heavier than you thought, and then you put it through a centrifugal spinner that just basically spins the honey out. There we go. Did you want to hold it?
Oh, okay. Yep.
Wild comb, they've made a bit of extra comb in here, and they've then stored it with honey. And because it's been broken, what they're now doing is cleaning it up, so they're actually eating. And if you got close enough, and you're welcome to if you want to, you can see their little proboscis, which is like their tongue. It's actually like a straw, really, in all this honey, sucking it up. So if you want to come in and have a look, by all means do. But I won't blame you if you don't. So we're not going to lift more than one at a time, Marie, because these are pretty heavy. Josh, we're going to twist this one. Okay.
Which way are you going?
Yeah, they're pretty heavy, so we're going. What a mess! I'm going to have to clean this up because I will squash a load of bees if I don't. I'm going to have to give them an extra super. By comparison, this is a frame that clearly they've eaten, but this is a frame of foundation. This is what it looks like first before they draw the wax out onto it. It's even lighter still. It's really light. In fact, one that's drawn out that's got no honey in is equally quite light. I'm going to have to clean it. Clear this up. I'm going to squash these. If I don't clear this off, which I don't really want to. Oh gosh, what's that one? I might have to start. I will just squash these. Just leave it there for them.
Can you squash these? Do they get protective?
Yeah, they're really not happy about it. I don't suppose you'd be either. She'll lay eggs in it and spoil it.
Oh, spoil it, okay.
Yeah. So I use the smoke, and this should. I don't like it. You wouldn't either, I suppose. So it just clears them out of my way. Makes it a bit safer for me to manage them.
We're definitely getting a more buzzy.
Yeah, they are making a bit more noise, but then they're very active anyway, so it's not the end of the world. Right. So what you would always do is you always check the underside of the queen excluder just to see what's going on. See if there's any queen on there, which there shouldn't be really, but it's not impossible.
Got a drone next to you.
It is. This is a drone here. This is a boy. much
Oh.
bigger than these workers here. Can't sting you. They're only there to mate and eat, so that's why the workers throw them out at the end of the summer. Do you know what I didn't bring out?
Not a bad job though, is it?
Didn't bring out the frame
Frame hanger.
hangers, but it's not the end of the So that's again foundation that they've not laid yet. So space outside.
So the ones underneath this, they're specifically for
Queen, I'm looking to see that this brood is healthy, and when it's healthy it's not got any perforations in it. This all looks good to me. These little yellow spots in here, they are pollen, and we'll come to find lots of pollen later.
Is Queen marked in this one?
Yeah, she's here. There we go, that was nice and easy.
Where
Queen's
is
on this
it?
side here, so shout if you see her.
Oh, it's in the middle.
No,
Big one. Yeah.
no,
That one.
she is slow.
Yeah.
Lost her now.
Yeah, I can see it. It's right there.
This one
Yeah.
is the queen. She's got a slight red marking on the back. She actually is clipped as well, so her wings have been cut on one side. So if she did decide to swarm, she's going to land on the floor. Everyone else will go with her, and the bees will come back, so you don't lose your bees. So she's looking around the frame now for empty cells that she can lay in. She's got a lot bigger abdomen than the rest, so she's almost dragging it around the frame as she goes. She also moves differently to the rest, so it's sometimes easier to spot her. New queens are harder to spot because they haven't got a mark on that the beekeepers put on. They're sometimes smaller, but also they what was I trying to say? They don't like the light, so they run around the frame and then run into the darkness where you can't see them. There, she's going to lay an egg there. She just found cells. She dumped her abdomen in it. She's laying an egg right at the bottom.
how many eggs do they lay per day? Or?
Thousands. Absolutely thousands. We'll pop-
And how do you get a queen? One of those?
So if I just pop her away, so I know she's nice and safe. A queen is, so these are workers. Oh dear, these are worker cells. They're all horizontal. A queen cell hangs down from the bottom of the frame. So there's the start of one here, but they're not going to create a queen cell. Can you see it? It's hanging down. It's an opening. And what they'll do is, the only difference between a queen and a worker is the size and shape of the cell and then the orientation of it, but also what they feed the grub on. So a cell that's destined to be a queen will only be raised on royal jelly, whereas the rest of them will get a little bit of royal jelly for starters, and then after that they will get fed on a mixture of honey and pollen. So it raises them completely differently, and that's really all it is, the difference.
Where's the royal jelly?
Their bees secrete it, so they make it and secrete it, and that's
And do you tend to get more